Instagram is an incredible platform for artists to engage with their fans, but also get new fans. However, when we look at an artist's Instagram, there is one part of the Instagram where I've not found really a single artist absolutely smashing it. They haven't been able to take advantage of that feature. And that feature is Instagram highlights. I think most people don't really see the point in highlights. They don't get why it makes a difference to your Instagram profile at all. However, if you are just about to follow someone, you've heard their music, you've engaged with them a little bit, maybe you've seen their TikToks and commented and liked, and you want to go follow them on Instagram, you will go look at their Instagram highlights because that will give you an insight into what stories you're going to see every single day from that artist. You're going to get an insight in what value you're going to get from hitting follow. Because yes, feed content is great, but most users are spending their time on Instagram stories. That's where they're going to be able to engage with the artist. So Instagram highlights should be showcasing this. Showcasing the sort of stuff you're going to get every single day by following you on Instagram. Instead, what we're seeing is people using it to promote. We see highlights that say stuff like press, Spotify playlists, my recent release, promo. I even saw one Instagram highlight that was someone that had shared every single time someone had shared their music. They'd put it on their story and then put it on their highlights. How boring is that to view? What you have to imagine is if someone clicked this highlight and they knew nothing about you and they hadn't listened to your music and they have never seen any of your content, would they watch those highlights? They're called highlights for a reason. It's the highlights of your Instagram stories. So what should you be putting on them? Well, for one, what are you putting on your story every single day? It can be simple things. If you're a coffee lover and you show your coffee every single morning, make a highlight for coffee, because then people know that that's the sort of thing they're going to see every day. Maybe you are a super funny person and there are so many stories you put up that are absolutely hilarious. You can make a highlight folder for that. Or potentially your passion is outside of the music as well. You're super into your fashion. Have a highlight for your fashion. Show your outfits of the day. Those highlights need to represent you as an artist and the brand, but also the type of content you're putting out. And that can be behind the scenes stuff, but make it interesting. It can't just be a picture of your studio, because you can Google studio and you can see a studio. It needs to be something personal. If you still want to keep that nice looking aesthetic, you can always create images on something like Canva and put that as the highlight artwork. So then everything looks like it's still on brand, still professional, so nothing looks like it's completely raw, but the actual highlights themselves, they should be raw. They should be showing who you are as an artist. That doesn't mean super personal stuff, but think about what your brand is as an artist. Those Instagram highlights are important. When someone sees you for the first time, it's one of the first things they're going to see. They're going to go through your highlights, they're going to scroll your feed, they're going to look at your Instagram reels, but highlights are something that just give them a bit of an insight. So take a look at your own Instagram account, go through the highlights, and see if there's anything you can change.